Enough is enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, the queen of the Indies, Tiffany, and I had to go in complete red today, okay, for my return guests. I've been bringing back a lot of people. This one has been one that everybody's been asking me for. So the sauce has returned. Alex Zayne, what is going on?
I'm just living the dream. Living the dream. How we doing? How's everybody doing out there? You're actually more dripped up than me today.
I know.
I like it. I like it. I'm full red. We just gotta get the hair now.
I'm with it with the red hair, like totally. But
yeah, let's go.
It's kind of hard with my hair color. I kind of can't. I can't go backwards. The red, which sucks, and I would love it, very much so. So we'll just get some clip-ins for me. That's it.
Yeah, you just gotta fry it.
Yeah.
Fry it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God, I am not
fancy style.
Yes, fancy style. So, so guys, if you're new to the Under Rope series here, I interview everything independent wrestling, wrestlers, promoters, referees behind the stage. I got you covered. Again, we've had Alex Zayne on twice before. Once he was in Japan. The second time we were just catching up. And it was funny because I got a post today telling me that I should just have an episode with you talking Taco Bell, but I really think that was our first episode.
And it's probably a long episode, because I was going to say that'd be a long episode.
Yeah.
But I'm sure this will digress into food talk. It always does, right?
Yeah, it always does. So
always how it goes.
We'll see how this goes. So I see some people in the chat. Hi guys. I see Sky, I see David, chat? I see another Dave. What's going on, guys? So please share the stream. Get some people in here. Get some questions going.
Bring them in.
Yes, and hit that like button. So there's so much to talk about. There's so much to catch up on. I'm really excited for this. So we're gonna start here. I'm not gonna go, just so you guys know, I'm not going into a huge WWE conversation with Alex. I told him that I wanted him to have his run back into the indies before I had him come back, because there's so much stuff we can talk about. But what I do want to talk about with you with WWE is you going to the Performance Center. And I feel like this can also help out fellow students, beginners of wrestling. I know there's a bunch of people that watch this podcast that are just starting to train. So I kept saying, like, you're now seasoned very well, even more than what you were doing before.
Seasoned sauce.
See what I did there? See?
I do. I appreciate it.
So maybe there's like some stuff you would like to share with us. Tell us some of your experience. How was it different than what you were used to before?
It was way different in a lot of ways than what I was used to before, because I came from backyard wrestling.
Right.
Really. I mean, we talked, I think, in the first, maybe it was the second podcast, when there was less Taco Bell involved, but talked about how I originally came up. Of course, it was backyard wrestling, and then I was like kind of trained by a bunch of shitheads that didn't really know what they were doing, and then I just really found my way on the road. That's kind of how I came up. But in many ways, it was very similar too. So that was like a really like cool thing too, just to see more so the similarities. Like, it's still the wrestling grind, and as much as they want to entertain with it and, you know, whatever, and kind of like get the wrestling out of it, you just can't. Like, they try their hardest, and it's still there. Like, it's still there. There's still like, everyone's just chomping at the bit, coming up with their own shit. And if you're watching the product, a lot of the stuff that you see, even if you hate it, I'm sorry, it's probably the boys that made it. Like, just how it is. Yeah. But it, you know, unfortunately, sometimes, you know, a lot of the boys are throwing like ideas at the wall, just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks, and a lot of what sticks just happens to be their worst ideas too.
Yeah.
We all have terrible ideas, you know. Like, that's kind of the point of ideas, is to eventually have a good one. And unfortunately, the selection process isn't always the best when there's that many, I don't know, sort of minds at play.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very
Yeah,
cool.
but training wise, it was definitely different than what I'm used to because what training? You know,
Yeah.
I just used to figuring it out. But I liked it a lot, and I feel like I grew a lot there. And just having that much ring time, that was something that I never had in my life.
Mhm.
Everything that you saw prior to WWE, like all the moves and stuff like that, were pretty much figured out in the moment.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so having a place and time to practice and hone that craft kind of made me more dangerous, a little more
Yeah.
dangerous for the competition out here, and not even in the sense of like I'm going to drop you on the head, but also in the sense of good luck keeping up.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it's so nice to like follow your story again. Like, obviously, I know you for years now, so it's like it's really cool to see like there like years ago, and then as you progress, yeah, it is very very scary. And now you got like target on your back because everybody's calling
Yeah,
you out.
good.
Everybody's calling you out.
Call
So
me out then. Call me out then.
I've been
I'll
doing
see you there.
I've been doing it too because I'm like throwing names. I'm like, all right,
You're
let's
calling me out too. Yeah. Yeah. They tagged you in.
somehow
Now
I
you're
got
calling.
involved, like pretty much.
Right.
No, but oh man, too funny. Again, like there's so much going on the last couple of months with you. I mean, I'm gonna go with most recently. I was there, which is great. I got to see you. I was very happy. Hammerstein. I mean, we've been talking about a lot of people that have been coming on this podcast the last couple of weeks. Everything, how people felt about it. So it's very important into the indies. Like, so I want to talk about it with you. Tell us like how that was to be in the Hammerstein ballroom, your experience with it, the energy, everything. Give us it all.
The energy is unreal, and I think it kind of reminds me, and I mean, not to downplay Hammerstein, but it
Yeah.
sort of reminds me of the energy that you get when you're in like Globe Theater.
Hmm.
I've worked there a couple times now with PWG, and it's almost like this weird. It's like because so much dope shit has happened
Yeah.
in those walls
Yeah.
that the pressure for dope shit is actually gone. Like you
Yeah.
would think it would be more. Like you
Hmm.
have to live up to the dope shit, but it's
Hmm.
almost like you're living in it. It's like you can do no wrong type of thing. So you just, I don't know, the flow. It's like, I, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, and then just when you're sitting backstage, right, and you're just realizing, like, holy shit, like this is the same backstage
Right.
where all these other things like came together right before they went out there in front of the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really amazing, really amazing. I would have liked to have had a little better showing in Hammerstein. I
Hmm.
will next time, right? I
Yeah.
come up a little short, but we'll get it. We'll get it next time.
There you go. But we could talk about like you came out and a lot of people were saying things. I know there was like a fan tweet, so I'm gonna read the fan tweet and it kind of goes into this pretty much. So Matt Lopez, give you love. He goes, "What gave you the idea to come out with that badass look at Hammerstein?" So a lot of things changed. Your look changed, your music changed. People were messaging me. They're like, "Oh no, like he changed his music. Why?"
Yeah, a
Like,
lot of people were. It's so funny because I was working with that music for so long. Um, I don't even remember when I started with that music.
mhm,
Probably, I don't know, 2019 or
mhm,
something. And it like not a lot of people mentioned it or anything. And then when I came back, it was like now everyone like was on
right.
with the music. They were like, yeah, like Downfall of Us All. I love that shit. I did remember. Like, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, since 2009.
Right,
You know,
right.
I'm glad you're here. And then it was funny because I was changing my music, um, and I was still figuring it out like a week before Hammerstein because I
Right.
knew everything, of course, was changing at
Mhm,
Hammerstein,
mhm.
and I knew I couldn't walk out like that to the same old music. I had like it had to everything had to change.
Right.
Um, like as you can see,
Yes.
who wears this mesh right? But like, um, so the thought process really behind it was like finding something that encompassed the whole new vibe.
Mhm.
And yeah, like I was at Hammerstein. Here's a little backstory.
Mhm.
I'm at Hammerstein probably 3 or 4 hours before the show. I'm like, new music, cue it up. Here it is, whatever. How do I give you this? Because it's not like I brought a cassette tape, right?
Right.
I didn't bring an 8-track player,
Mhm.
but I I was like, who do I send this to? What do I do?
Mhm.
And they're like, why? No. They're like, no, you're not doing it. I was like, what? I was like, here, new music, play it. And they're like, why are you changing your music on the biggest show? I was like, changing everything on the biggest show. It's
Yeah.
all changing. They were real confused. They had no idea what I was talking about or what I was on about. They definitely probably thought I was concussed or something. And at first they were just telling me no. They were like, no, we're just gonna play. We're just gonna play your old music. Deal with it. And I'm like,
Oh wow.
that is gonna suck. That is gonna not be good. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm standing behind the curtain, wondering which song they're gonna play.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So you didn't know.
yeah, I had no idea. So it was gonna be one vibe or the other. Like I was gonna be the same regardless, but the
Yeah.
music was gonna be one vibe or the other.
Mhm.
So yeah, fortunately, I think what happened was I don't know if he wants. I mean, I'm sure he's probably fine with it. Giancarlo
Mhm.
was upstairs, and I had just gotten like dressed right before the match and shit. And Giancarlo looks at me, and goes, "It's all right." And then he like walks away, and I was like, "Oh, it's all right, okay." But I'm pretty sure then he might have went downstairs and be like, "Old music don't work. Old music does not work. This man looks like a flaming hot Cheeto right now." So yeah,
I feel like now I'm moving over to grab it. Now I need a new pop from Dave Cole because now you
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
the vibe, okay? And I have
Dave Cole, get it
yes,
together. We
blue,
need a new pop.
blue and purple over here, and like now
Yes.
I need a new pop made. Like
Yes, I got the stream up right here too. So
you can see it, like it's a few seconds
yes.
behind, but you know, just
Yeah, and
so everybody knows.
I didn't even spend that much time with the blue and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was short lived. You
this
got a rare bird right
yes, this is the rare one, but I love it
It's a
very
rare
much.
sauce.
It's on. I have two pops. I have him and Gangone, and I'm going to probably add Arcadia and JT Dunn to my pops. So,
Yes,
but now I
nice.
need a red one because like red's my favorite color. So,
Oh yeah,
but I was
nice.
feeling it. I was feeling the red. I love it very much.
Oh yeah.
Let me get some love in the chat. Veronica says, "Oh, where'd it go? It just went,
What'd
just
you do?
disappeared from it." It said the sauce god always spicing things up wherever he goes, and then she's dying about the flaming hot Cheeto. So,
Yes.
which we could also go into like some of obviously TikTok's one of your biggest things too. But oh my god, you had me rolling with the toenail and the black, like the black nail polish looking like the spork, and I'm like, oh my
Sport
god,
toenail.
I was like,
Yeah,
this
that's a new
man.
thing. I was hoping it would be a new thing. Not a good thing to try. It's a real easy way to put holes in your sheets
Oh god,
at
no.
night, and your toenails get caught on everything. So it lived for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I fed Tabby mashed potatoes with my sport toenail. I don't know if some people saw that. TikTok removed it, and I think Instagram removed it. So they were
Terrible.
like, you can't just feed people with your toes. And I was like, come on, what? TikTok, this isn't allowed. Do this all the time. This is normal behavior. Yeah.
April's in the chat. She says she's loving the shades.
Thank you.
I like the
Thank you.
red
They're a little
ones, though.
reflective, so I had to turn. Oh, we got.
I like the red ones though. Here you go. It's a
I don't
vibe.
have the red ones on me, but
It's
we got
a
pink.
vibe. You know, like now I feel like he's got to team up with MSP because they're the vibe.
Yeah, let's go.
And you know, we need some extra vibe. The sauce
Sauce
with the
and vibe.
vibe. That's a lot going on here.
Vibe
So,
sauce.
yes.
Yes.
So another cool thing was, and I was actually talking about this with Matt Vertigo, is that you did a seminar, which I thought was
Yeah,
really,
shout out
really
to Matt
cool.
Vertigo.
I love Matt Vertigo. Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
he's
I
the
know he's on injury a little bit, so we wish him well. He's coming back soon. Looking forward
Yeah.
to seeing him. But tell us, like, you ran your first seminar. How was that?
I did, and then I ran several since then.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. I really like running seminars because I feel like I definitely have a unique perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't come up in a very traditional way. And I feel like, there's, no hate for the traditional way, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I think if you're given a little bit of that perspective to kind of like, oh shit, I can kind of forge my own path or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe you will, in certain times and places, I think sometimes forging your own path can be a little disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you were brought up in a traditional way and you kind of have this wrestling hierarchy to answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, and fortunately, I didn't have like trainers and shit to be like, oh, you gotta get in the car, but whatever. Like, so I could just, be like, fuck you to like everyone my whole way up. And even like when I signed and stuff like that, like I was already good.
Mm-hmm.
Like financially, I was already good. I had set myself up pretty well before that, through ventures that I'm still on. So like I could still be like, fuck you, if I ever needed to.
Yeah.
And fortunately I never needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then they needed to
Mm-hmm.
say, do fuck you to me. And then so here I am, fuck you, which is cool. Because, and a lot of people were like, oh, I'm so sorry, whatever. But it really wasn't that serious, I guess.
Yeah.
I've lost jobs. I've lost every job I ever had.
Yeah. We all go through that.
Yeah. Like that's how I became independent in the first place. And now, like I was doing an indie grind in life before I was doing an indie grind in professional wrestling. Like
Right.
I started a marketing company and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I know we talked about like before one of the interviews that I said that, I like to be a little selfish, that I don't want you guys to get signed, that I just want to keep you in the indies, So I'm so thrilled, even though like I got to see like, stuff. I don't really follow WWE, but of course I have to, see what were you up
you
to.
gotta tune in.
I had to tune in.
Jump on
Like I had
Hulu
to
and
see some of the
Peacock.
stuff with him,
All the stuff's still there, so.
One of my favorites. How can I not,
Thank you.
So
I appreciate it.
yeah.
I'm sure they appreciate the viewership that I brought in that was not their normal viewer,
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about some of like the matches that you've had, and then like I have a whole bunch of fan tweets because why the hell not? But let's talk GCW as well. Ninja Mac, Leo Rush, a lot of flippy shit with you. I lost my mind,
The three-way.
Oh my God, I was in my glory because I like my flippy shit. So like,
Don't we all?
Yeah. So like, how is that? How is that working with like Ninja Mac? We've had him on the podcast. If you guys haven't seen that interview, Leo Rush is great. So give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, really enjoyed that match, especially like at the time, because I was just kind of like reemerging too. And those are both people that I wanted to work with, of course. Like I didn't get to work with Leo. We were like two ships passing in the night. He was kind of coming out and I was going into the PC. Very short time frames there. So he was someone I wanted to work with. So I'm glad I got to work with him. And Ninja Mac, now I've worked with him like a handful of times in different scrambles and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really cool to kind of see all, because as flippy shit as we all are, we're also three different styles of flippy shit. Right. And it's funny because there's a lot of people, who aren't keen on flippy shit. They're probably not watching this podcast because, come on, it's me. Like, this is flippy shit. And they probably wouldn't even know. That's three different styles of flippy shit. They're just, their palate is just not refined enough to pick up the different sauces flying.
That's okay. It's enough for me. Like,
that's right.
It's enough for me.
Baby steps.
We're
Until
gonna,
then, we're eating good.
yes, we're getting on the train.
Yes.
Sky in the chat says the Sauce and MSP versus 3 members of the unit. So she's saying JT Dunn, Trigger, and AC Romero. Oh my God, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do to me?
She's trying to party. She's trying to party.
Yeah, she really is. Oof. Okay, okay, I'm with this. Like, let's make
go.
this happen. So
Let's go.
okay, so we can't talk flippy shit without talking about you working with New Japan again with Will Ospreay. Like, fuck. I wanted to come to this show. I forgot why I couldn't come, and I was pissed. But that's okay.
And that was in the ECW arena.
Yeah, that was like 2 reasons of like why I wanted to go, because I still haven't been in that building. So one day it will happen that I'm gonna make the drive over there. But I forgot why. There was a reason, and I remember I think I was gonna come with one of the H2O students, and I forgot.
You definitely should, because it's got a great energy too. I know who's running this. Is this MLW running that again?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Yeah. A lot of the brothers in MLW. Shout out to them. Shout out to the boys. Hammerstone. Shout out. Davey Richards. Myron Reed. All the brothers.
So many great wrestlers.
Yeah, man. They got a stacked card. Yeah. I mean, a stacked roster now, don't they?
They do.
Crazy.
They do. But oof. So like, did you think that you would ever wrestle Will Ospreay? Like.
Yeah, I definitely thought I would wrestle Will Ospreay. I kind of thought I would wrestle Will Ospreay for like the past, I don't know, 12 years or something, because we came up on the same backyard wrestling message forums and stuff. So yeah, that was super cool, like for everything to come full circle. It was weird that I got to wrestle Robbie Eagles way before Will Ospreay, because we also came up in the same backyard circles. So yeah, I thought I would beat him. Didn't do that, so try again. Yeah, try again. Yeah, I'm gonna beat Will Ospreay next time.
That match
or the next time.
Oof. I'm with it. I'd love to come and see it. Sky, I know you're in the chat. Definitely put that on your list. If you did not watch that match, it's free on YouTube. So definitely watch that.
Go check it out on YouTube.
She's always looking for, I think I saw she put a post up earlier that she was looking for more matches to study. So there you go, girl. You got another one.
Plenty of flippy shit.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna read off some of these fan tweets. There's a lot.
Let's go, fan tweets.
So here we go. The first one. Hey Alex, this is from Sean Henderson. So happy for you and all of what you've done, from wrestling on very early pizza party wrestling shows together to seeing you travel the world. I'm so happy to see you happy and succeeding. 2 questions. First is about our mutual friend Matt Damores. What was your favorite match you 2 had with him? Okay, you know what? Let's start with that, and then I'll go into the second question.
So there is a match. I'm gonna search it real quick. That way I can be most accurate. YouTube Zane versus Damores. Let me see. Oh, I misspelled it. That's okay. So it's me versus Damores 2. In the first match that we had, this is backyard wrestling. We're talking backyard wrestling strictly now. So here's some history in the backyard world. In the first match that we had, he dislocated his shoulder, so we couldn't complete the match. In the second match that we have, this match that is my favorite, probably my favorite backyard match ever, aside, like, unless you want to count me versus Tony Deppen, which is kind of like kayfabe backyard, because it's an indie show in the backyard. So Alex Zayne versus Matt Damores 2 is my favorite, and I broke his nose in that match.
Oh
so
God.
Yeah, go watch the video. It's sweet. It's a music video in it. More flippy shit. We were doing crazy things. It was great.
There you go, Sky. Write it down. There you go. And then his second
Sean Henderson. That's the one.
Yeah, I love Sean. Shout out to him. His second question: who's more a hardcore wrestling figure collector, you, me, or G Raver? And he said, "Thank you, and let me know what we're doing when we're doing you versus Too Cold Scorpio. LOL. Hope to see you soon."
Let's do it. I would love to wrestle Too Cold. That man's a legend, of course. And so whenever, let me know. And as far as the figure collecting goes, you know what? I haven't seen G Raver's collection. Like, I've seen him put a couple things out there,
Yeah.
talk about a couple things, whatever. But I haven't seen his collection. I would love to see his collection. Sean, I know your collection's wild, so I don't know how many figures you all got. I mean, this is like a small fraction. This is a small fraction. We got hella totes.
Oh my goodness.
This is just the room. This is the figure room of my house.
I remember when you were hanging all that stuff up and you were posting the pictures in the house, like.
Yeah. I keep hanging it up and then like taking it down and then like moving stuff and like whatever. We'll get there. It's a process. It's been like a year. But.
So one of the H2O students are in the chat. What's up, Ryan? How are you? So Big Red is in the chat. I know that I told him to.
Big Red, yo, do you drink Big Red? That's a good soda. A lot of people might not know about Big Red. Who knows about Big Red?
Oh yeah, Big Red.
Shout out Big Red in the chat.
Let's go to another fan tweet. So good cop, bad cop. So he said, with Alex Zayne being an anagram of Analyze X, could you analyze for us your experience? Previous wrestling characters gimmick.
So there's a lot's changed, but not a lot's changed at the same time. The previous wrestling characters gimmick, if I'm analyzing who I was the day before Hammerstein, just the Scovilles went up. And if you're not familiar with Scovilles, that is the heat index in hot sauce. That's how you measure it. It just went up, just turned it way up. It was time to turn it way up. I was humble for long enough.
Ryan said, Jeff Cannonball almost got me a Big Red soda once and he forgot about it. That's terrible.
What the hell, Jeff? What the hell? You're the soda guy.
Right? Hell? He's got his own soda now. Did you try the soda?
He has his own soda. What? No.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even know, bro. I am slacking. Yo, Jeff.
Terrible.
How do I try this soda? Hit me up. I'm trying to smash a whole pack. What is it? What's the flavor? What kind of soda?
Orange creamsicle.
Oh. Awesome.
It would do to make this happen. We'll tell Jeff at Atlantic City weekend. So H2O is running. That's Sunday. If you guys didn't get tickets, definitely go check that out. So you never know. Maybe some soda over there.
Some soda over there.
Fan tweet from Rob. He said, since sauce is your Twitter handle, what's your favorite sauce and what brand?
Man, I really like sauce. Like actually. Like this is not just a wrestling thing. Like I sauce everything. I think one of the most common sauces I use oddly enough, I use Ortega a lot. I just like the flavor for some reason. I think they might put something in that. It just keeps me coming back. But actually, there's 3 sauces that I've been working on, and they're coming out soon. And I'm not just saying this; they're really, really good. I like if they were already out and branded, I would be putting them over as my favorite sauces right now. There's Blood of a Sauce God is like outrageously good. So I can't wait to put that up on the store. It'll be a 3-pack of sauces, 3 different flavors, and they're delicious. But I really like mango habanero sauce from B-Dubs. I wish I could just get that without having to deal with B-Dubs sometimes, and then I would just air fry my own chicken wings at home.
I feel like you still gotta have this combination with our friend Steve Coleman with his sauces that he's been making. Oh my goodness, this guy is all over the place making sauce for everybody.
Yes. Who was it that had that recent sauce come out? I think I
was
had
it the
sauce.
Bussy? Was it
Yeah.
So definitely
Bussy sauce.
Yeah, it's so funny. I love all the sauces at his table. He has a lot of GCW. Go buy some sauce.
Yeah, we've been talking actually, and I want to do a sauce with him, but I have those 3 sauces I'm already working on.
Right.
Coming out soon, so it's but
you
we'll
never have enough
sauce.
But you never have enough sauce.
That's true.
Never enough.
Can't
sauce.
Can't over sauce the market.
See? More fan tweet. Another H2O student from Rocket. He goes, wonder why I haven't seen him in the ring yet. Ooh.
Oh.
Another flippy shit.
I saw that tweet actually.
Yeah.
I saw that tweet. I said, you know what? I'll just answer that on the pod. You want to see me in the ring, bruh? Huh? Come find me at Taco Bell first. Let's start it on the streets. Yeah. I wonder why too. I think it's in due time. We got a long year ahead of us. I'll see you in there.
Yeah, I'm with this. I know, like, I went at you with our boy Marcus Matters. I know I was clipping a lot of his flippy shit.
Yeah. I think that's on the short list too. We've talked a little bit, so
this needs to happen.
There's a ton of you flippy little sons of bitches that need to get
yes,
sauced on.
yes, Dylan McKay. Like, I'm going after all my
Right?
H2O boys, but like,
Right?
yeah, I know me and Marcus were talking about it. Like, I was like, this.
Maybe I'll just become an H2O boy.
There you go. I'm with it.
Y'all gonna need some H2O with all the sauce that I'm bringing.
I'm ready to sponsor this match. Like, let's go. Let's
go.
Let's freaking go. Next fan tweet from Everything Pro Wrestling. He goes, what is the next endorsement deal you want?
Oh man, I haven't necessarily started knocking yet, but Baja Blast, Mountain Dew, I'm gonna be knocking soon. I'm gonna be just as annoying to you as I am Taco Bell on Twitter, and Taco Bell just gave in eventually, so you will too. They all do. They all succumb to the sauce.
Yeah. We'll get into the Taco Bell thing. Ryan says, I'm down for a match as well. See, all these H2O kids, they're coming for you.
Let's go. Just line them up. We'll
yes.
do a gauntlet.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm with Matt. Let's make this happen. Like,
let's go, Matt. What's up? Talk to me.
So let's talk about the Taco Bell spots. Like, just everything about it. Like, that was cool. Like, I saw your photos that you were in LA. One of the girls came with a whole bunch of presents for you. Like,
yeah, shout out. I don't know if she wants to be shouted out, but shout out to her.
Yes.
I don't know if she wants her name shouted out, but shout out.
Okay, to Taco Bell girl. That's her name.
Taco Bell girl.
Yeah. You got a lot of
I need to
stuff.
message her actually. She's we're coming in LA soon, so I'm gonna hit her up. See what's up.
Man, you got a lot of stuff. Like, what was cool? Like, in that little bag of all the stuff.
Oh my god, so much stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm still eating Taco Bell off the gift cards. Like, it's crazy.
Oh,
I
wow.
think I might have come to the end of it like a couple days ago, and I think I still have a few bucks left on these gift cards. Man, crazy months of Taco Bell. It's been awesome. And if you know how much Taco Bell I eat, a lot of taco. So.
Yes. Oh man, you still gotta come by New York, and I still have to take you to that taco place. Remember that there was a box that I went to, and it was meant that everything was separated and you build your own tacos. So
that was cool.
I was so excited. I was like, why did it take so long for me to find this place? And you get this super box, huge, and then you can do it depending on the size of your party. And you could do a small one, you could do a large one, and then you could add additional things to it. You could add margaritas to it. You could add it was crazy guac to it. You could do chips and salsa. But it's really cool because it's even if we used to do when we would watch wrestling at my place, we're like, this is perfect. Like, we'll just get some chicken, some steak, and then it gives you a bunch of tortillas or hard tacos. You can do both, and it gives you a bunch of sauces in it. Oh my god,
that's awesome.
So
hell yeah.
we gotta go. We're gonna take you there.
Let's go.
So.
Let's go. Did you see that? Did you see the box that Taco Bell sent me for Friendsgiving?
Oh my god.
Thing was crazy.
Crazy.
It's great. It was just a bunch of Thanksgiving food. It was like a freezer box. So it comes in this box and it's got all these crazy ice pack things in it.
Yeah.
And it was overnighted or something.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, this is bonkers. It was huge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so the coolest thing in there, and I don't even think I got to properly talk about it online.
Yeah.
It was all sorts of things. They had some casseroles in there. They had this whole dessert thing. It had these I don't know kitchen language because I'm obviously a fast food junkie, but they're little ceramic gimmicks that you bake stuff in.
Oh, okay, like the tin things.
Well, they're ceramic, but
right.
candles, whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
But they're branded and everything.
Yeah.
So I just have those in my kitchen. I have
nice.
Taco Bell gear in my kitchen now, which is dope. And then They had like some rolls in there that
mhm.
were awesome. They had like a seasoning that went on top, so you would butter the roll and then put the seasoning on it. But the butter, they had a whole stick of butter. When I first saw it, I didn't even know what I was looking at. I was like, "What? Why is this butter glowing red? It's a glowing red."
Oh
I was
my
like,
goodness.
"This is." I didn't even know it was butter. I was like, "What is this glowing red log?" Um, but it was hot sauce infused butter.
Oh wow.
It was so good.
Oh
It was
my
so good.
goodness.
Yeah, and there was so much of it. Like I still have some in like a tub because like
My
butter
goodness.
lasts forever or whatever. So
Oof.
it's in my refrigerator, and I just
Every time we talk, I get hungry on this
right. I'm
podcast.
already starving. I told you we would digress into
I
food.
know.
I told we, we
Just-
can't avoid it.
It's just
Here
how
we are.
it's just how it is. Stars in the chat says, which is technically, according to him, his best match, and which one has he enjoyed the most?
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I really. So when I first came back to the Indies, it wasn't my first match back. It was my first GCW match back, and it was me versus Jordan Oliver, and I really enjoyed that match for multiple reasons, just like kind of like what it meant at the time. So definitely go check that one out. What Highest in the Room, I think was that the show? It was one of the LA
Right,
shows.
right.
One of the two LA shows that we did. Well, now we've done 3 since I've been back. So one of the 3 LA shows that we did. So yeah, I really enjoyed that match for multiple reasons, and just getting to work with Jordan because I think he is incredible.
Yeah.
Underrated. That man, he's going to take over the world. Really enjoyed that one. And my best. So it was my best and my favorite, right? That was the 2-parter. My best. Oh, I am the worst.
I'm wondering, is this like since you come back, or just overall they're asking in the chat?
Overall, I would assume.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a whole lot of I mean, there's been a whole lot, but there hasn't been a whole lot.
I mean, a lot of people probably are gonna say the one that you and Tony Deppen had on the 4th of July party.
Yeah. That's definitely, of course, like forever one of my favorites. It's hard for me to think about like my best match because, like, anyone who's into any form of art will know that your best match is always your next one. And the match you just had like sucks already, and you hate everything about it. So it's just kind of how it goes. You're just like, oh, everything sucks. Like as soon as you do something, you're like, oh, I could have done better, and that's why we keep going out there.
Yeah.
That's the driving factor. So
okay.
Really tough to call it. Really, I really enjoyed me versus Ospreay. Obviously, like, I mean, it's Lil Ospreay.
You and Blake always have great chemistry in the ring too.
Me and Blake, I think my favorite match, actually, maybe one of my best, but like my favorite match is probably like in the eyes of indie fans, Blake and Zane won, which we had wrestled a couple times on like lower level indie stuff in the middle of Tennessee with no cameras on type of thing. So the me versus Blake in Los Angeles at Joey Janela Escapes LA.
Definitely.
Probably my favorite. Yeah.
So good. They're all good.
I'd have to watch it again to be like, is that my best? I don't know. But best for me and from me is probably different.
Yeah.
And from a different perspective, right?
Yeah.
Just because I'm watching to see if my hair was out of place. If it wasn't, then it's great.
I'm sad for Melissa. I know she's listening at work.
Hi, Melissa.
We bought tickets for Invictus. She never saw you, so she wanted to see you live. So I know she was upset.
All right, we're working on it. We're working on a reschedule. So
see
hopefully
you
can be
and
there.
Casey Navarro. Like we're hyped for this. So
shout out Casey Navarro.
Yeah,
for
another
now.
one. So great. The last fan tweet that I got was from MGB Mason. He goes, with this interview happening on Groundhog's Day, do you have any weird superstitions?
Yo, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. That's an office quote. Sorry.
No, no.
Um, the I don't think I have like any weird superstitions. I feel like I almost reverse superstitions in my brain. Like if I see a black cat
Mm-hmm.
cross my path, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shout out that black cat. Some weird shit's gonna happen in my favor now because what's typically bad for everyone else always is good for me for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. How do you say superstitious backwards? That's probably me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see fat ass Mazza's in the chat. What's
Yo!
up, fat ass Mazza?
Badass Masa.
What's up? I
The
love
brother,
him.
yes.
He's so
Yeah,
great.
he's the best. He is the best. Spent some time with him in Japan. Miss that guy. He is just a beam of light.
Yeah, he's so great. He's so great. I got to meet him in Chicago a couple of years ago. He's great. So he
He
always
is
like
excellent. He is
supports
excellent.
the pod. So thank you. You're so awesome.
Yeah, fat ass Masa. Hopefully, I get to come to Japan soon. We'll see.
Yeah, you liked
Fingers
it.
crossed.
You really enjoyed Japan when you
Oh, I
went.
love Japan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Japan's awesome, and they the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
great. I enjoyed your like vlog that you did. And again, retouching on it because we did talk about that of you eating a Taco Bell and seeing how it was on.
Yeah, how different it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese Taco Bell is awesome. Actually, it's awesome. It's a much more limited menu.
Mhm.
There's a whole review of it on my YouTube channel, so
Mhm.
check it out if you're interested in such nonsense. But it's awesome. Definitely recommend trying it. What I didn't cover in that one,
Mhm.
I don't know if we talked about it on our
Mhm.
podcast,
Mhm.
was I went to another Taco Bell with a couple of the boys who had never been to a Taco Bell because there's like 3 or 4 of them in all of Japan.
Right. Oh wow.
And we went there. Might have been in Kobe, maybe. I don't remember. And it was like cut like little stars. The cheese was star shaped.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. I was like, is this how this normally is? Or did you all run out of shredded cheese and we're like, we have this star shaped cheese here? I don't know, but it was awesome. I really liked the star shaped cheese.
They
and I felt
brought
like,
they brought it all out for you. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They saw you were
They knew it was
coming,
me.
and they were like a star is walking into
Yeah,
Taco Bell right
right.
now. That's what
they're
it
like
is.
hit him with this Mario Kart star. and I
Yes.
just started rainbow reflecting. It was awesome.
I love it. So a big piece that I've been incorporating into this podcast is wrestling with positivity. Again, we have so much negative
Yes.
in the world.
Hey, I love that.
You
I
know,
love
like
that.
there's
Yes.
too much negative. I like to focus
Yes.
on the positive. So
Let's
this has
go.
been incorporated into the Under the Rope series. So this is the first time for you that I brought this up since the last time you've been here. So have you had any of those moments that stick out to you, whether it's something like you did for a fan, maybe a fan's done for you, maybe something a wrestler's done for you, maybe something you've done for another wrestler, or in that case, like something that pops out to you that maybe like we wouldn't normally hear, that it was kind of like, backstage or something, or,
I feel like I'm gonna get off this podcast and think of a million things. I'm like, I should have mentioned this and that.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
That's how it goes.
There's so much, really. Like people are so. It's funny because me and my girlfriend are always talking about Tabby.
Yeah.
For those of you who might have seen her shenanigans on the internet, we're always talking about how positive like the wrestling community is, in a general sense. Obviously, there's like Twitter or something that's like crying about something all the damn time, which is cool. Have a cry. We need our cries, I guess. But yeah, like it's just constantly people coming up and just doing all sorts of things.
Right.
Like I always show people the amount of gift cards that I have to Taco Bell. Like people just bring me gift cards to Taco Bell. That's like what? Like I don't even know. You know what I mean? I don't know these people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's bringing out the Taco Bell gift cards. But then even on like a real level, like so many people, like I feel like everyone's always looking, especially in like a GCW locker room, everyone's kind of looking out for everybody. It's awesome. Yeah, so much so much positivity that the rest of the world don't see. I think that's why too. A lot of the wrestlers, we get on Twitter and stuff, and they'll just be like, "What is this hostility?
Yeah.
What is happening?"
Yeah.
Because in our brains, we're in this whole world of positivity and sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. Is that a song? I feel like this. But yeah, like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. As far as something specifically,
we've got a lot of great stories that been on this podcast. A lot of great things. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to hear that, like that, for like a change, like the real serious, the birthday parties, or going, things like that, or giving clothing to a kid, or like part of their gear or something. Like,
yeah, there's tons of that too. There's so much of that we don't see. Like I remember being at the PC even, and like the amount of fan mail and stuff that some of the people there would get, and then they would just take their time, sign everything, ship it back out, all that stuff. Like, they're just doing that. That's like them. Like, it was like every week, of course, we walk into the PC and this whole PC's just shit everywhere. Just find your name on packages and stuff. So it's crazy. So yeah, there's tons of that. And, of course, there's always like these stories and stuff like that of like, the people are like, oh, my son, he was battling this or battling that, and you're his favorite wrestler, that sort of thing. So it's crazy to see that. It's like all over the place. I think it doesn't get enough light, because that too is like, you get a piece of mail or like a message like that or whatever. You don't go to the internet and be like, this just happened, like that's so it doesn't get the rub, like, and I guess we can't really normalize putting that over, because then everyone's just gonna think, oh, you're just trying to look like a do-goodist or something, when really, like, most of the time the wrestlers involved are just like stoked.
No,
So,
it's a beautiful thing.
Crazy.
It's really beautiful. So I will put it over on this podcast all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
So
you're doing the good work here.
Yeah, I got you guys. There's a lot of a lot of humbling stories. It's great. I mean, I got one sent. I'm working on part 2, because I did a part 1. For anybody who hasn't seen part 1 of Wrestling with Positivity, there's a lot of great stories there. I'm working on part 2 now, between parents, wrestlers. Like, forget it. It's I almost cried the other day with one of the videos that somebody sent me for that. So I'm working on that. So if anybody's got any stories, hit me up.
That's awesome.
It's great. Hey, Rocket's in the chat.
Rocket.
He said he's coming for you, Rocket. He said he's just gonna come into H2O and take you all out, pretty much.
Yeah, just line them up. Knock them down.
I'm telling you, flippy, crazy shit for Rocket. Like,
I've seen. I'm aware.
I'm proud of these kids. Like, I love them very much.
Crazy. I love it. I love to see it.
I love
to see it. But you're coming from my spot.
Ooh.
What's up?
He goes, dude is awesome for real. Matt Vertigo's in the chat. Matt Vertigo, he goes, love that, bro.
Yo. Vertigo. So Vertigo is another boy that came up. He's a little later, like, because I'm old as shit or whatever. But same backyard circuit. Shout out Matt Vertigo. I don't know if he even wants me putting that over, but Yard Boys, what up?
He's been on this pod before. He's great. So Chad, what's up in the chat? I see all you guys. Matt Virgo says, I love fan mail and knowing fan experiences. Yes. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all for that. So another thing I like to do also is, again, we have a lot of new up and coming talent. So is there anybody that's caught your eye that you're like, damn, I need to get into this ring quick. Like, let's make this happen soon.
Oh man, I mean, I think we've listed several of them as far as like who I want to get in the ring with. A lot of times I reserve my judgment until after I'm in the ring with someone. Like, I had a few, I actually tweeted about it probably like a month ago or something like that. There was like several people who I just feel like didn't get like enough rub. I'm trying to remember all 3 of them. I know Adam Priest was one of them. I wrestled him at New South. Down in Alabama. He's just a killer. Like, he was really good. Chris Carter.
Yeah.
Super good. Had a lot of fun. We had a match at Loco, And then who else? Who else was in the tweet? Damn it. I'm the worst, I'm telling you. Too many headshots. But yeah, I'll find them. I'll retweet them again.
Yeah.
But shout out to all three of those guys, even though the third one is slipping my mind at the moment. So yeah, usually I reserve judgment until after I'm in the ring with them. But yeah, we've listed several that I'm looking to get in the ring. Yeah, and unfortunately Navarro got canceled. We had some weather issues this past weekend.
Yeah.
So that's another one. Now, like,
that has to happen.
Yeah,
it has to happen.
Ran too deep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a banger of a match. Nevergo said, "Yard boys," and he goes, "Bro, you barely older than me. What you mean?"
He thinks that. A lot of people don't know how old I am.
I'm older than all of you. So,
are you older than me? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll be 40.
So okay.
Yeah, I'm older than all you guys. So
couple years.
Yeah, the big 4-0 this year. So
nice.
God, no, I'm going to this padded room. I'm gonna have a meltdown.
No, that's awesome.
No, it's
level
not
40?
awesome. No.
Level 40 is awesome.
God, no, yeah, level 40. We'll go with that.
Yeah, just treat it like a video game.
Yeah,
okay,
that works.
Everybody's reaching for that higher level in a video game. We are too,
right
here.
That works for me. So I have 2 final questions for you. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free. Drop them in the chat, and then we'll talk about what he's got coming up. So what are the goals from 2022? I mean, Jesus, it's February 2nd, and I feel like we've gotten so much amazing wrestling within the last month. This year just started, and, you know, the indies are hot. Right. Like, indies are hot.
Yeah, it's like, man, we got a lot to live up to. We've started off so hot. We got to, you know, it's only onward and upward from here. So goals for me, I like to play it a little close to the best, but I'd love to do a lot more international stuff. I had Mexico planned for not this coming weekend, but the next, the 11th and 12th, and that got canceled. So now I'm at Warrior Wrestling in Chicago. Yeah. See you there. So we're just kind of bleeding into what's coming next.
Yeah, yeah. I have that poster actually right here, so I'm gonna pull it up too. So
nice.
My God, I need to get to Warrior Wrestling. I need to. It's on the bucket list.
It's a crazy show.
It is.
That match right there is gonna be bonkers.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Gringo. Shout out to Myron Reed again. Blake Christian's an idiot. So shout out to Blake Christian for being an idiot.
That was crazy. That video that was going viral this past weekend with him with Jack Hartwell. Oh my God.
Crazy.
Guys are crazy. Don't get hurt.
Them boys are wild. Just go out there and don't even think about getting married. Just do it anyway. And that's what they did. I love it.
Oh, I love it. Guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely make me nervous. You guys are making me nervous. But I love it at the same time. So, since we could go back into the whole thing of you being seasoned. So again, there's a bunch of H2O kids in the chat and stuff like that, and any other like Sky trains in UK. So we have a lot of people that like listen in. So I love an update of any advice that you would give them.
I think wrestling's far behind on the internet. Don't sleep on the internet. Learn about content and internet marketing like yesterday. Like learn it. You're younger than me. I should not know more about the internet than you. Get it together. And that goes to 95% of wrestling as a whole. I'm older than all you sons of bitches. So get it together. Internet things, very important. Learn how to use it. Learn when to use it. Stop talking about, what you had for breakfast unless that's like what your character had for breakfast, right? Yeah. So
there you go. Maverick Girl says top-notch advice. So I know, it's funny also too, I saw that you were putting out that you would review people's matches too. Like, are you still doing that?
Yeah. I got kind of backed up with it, and I have a couple more, which was not a problem. And because I actually wanted to review everything, and I sent them, like when people come in, there's wrestlers that like message me, whatever, and I send them this whole like list of things to send me so I can critique their overall thing. Because there's like matches, and you can critique matches, but they're probably in several ways more trained than I am. Except now I've been to the PC and trained under like legends. So
yeah.
But Yeah, so like I don't critique. I mean, I critique matches, but like largely I critique the overall the congruency between the internet to the ring to the merge table and how to get paid 3 times, 6 times. So yeah, so I still have some that I'm catching up on. But yeah, if you're interested, we're a little backed up right now, but still shoot me the DM and just understand it might take a week or two.
There you go. So that's some great stuff for you guys out there. Take advantage of
Yeah.
that. You know, I see.
Yeah, it's just like online seminar type thing because I know a lot of times, I mean, seminars are in remote locations. Not everyone
Right.
can make it. It's not always justifiable to make a 12-hour drive for, what we could do on the internet anyway.
Yeah. Michelle's in
Learn
chat.
it.
She goes, Alex Zayne is fire.
Who's that? Who's that?
Michelle.
Yo,
Michelle.
Michelle. Shout out,
Yes.
Michelle.
So let me see. I'm just taking all the
There's
chats
so many
right there.
chats. I can't even
Yeah, there's a bunch of chats going on.
your job is hard.
Nah. It's not. It's great stuff. So, but I appreciate everybody that comes in here. So yeah, what else you got coming up? BLP is another one. Listen, this again, bucket list. Like I need to come over and see BLP and Warrior Wrestling. These are huge bucket lists of mine that I need to make happen. And like I have friends that live out there, so I need to go with them. But you
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
to wrestle Dante. Like
Yeah, me and Dante Martin, we tagged recently. I don't know
yeah.
if a lot of people know about that even. But yeah, we tagged recently against Arya Davari and Tony Nese at First Wrestling.
My
And
goodness.
yeah, it was wild.
A lot
The
of
Dante kid is what, yo, he
he's
might be
next level.
16 years younger than me or whatever it is, but kids got it. It's crazy.
These kids are scary. That's all I keep
Yeah, it's
thinking
awesome.
about. I'm like, these
Yeah, he's
kids
a
are
freak. He's a
scary.
freak of nature. Yeah. So
It's scary what wrestling's gonna be like in the next like 5 to 10 years because it's like constantly always changing.
I love it. I love it.
It's great. Oh man,
I love it. Embrace that.
Yes. So, anything else? Like anywhere else? Like you have coming up that I didn't clip?
What else? I mean, we're doing LA later this month.
Mhm.
We're doing Dallas. I'm in Dallas, Texas this weekend with GCW. I won't be in Houston, but shout out to Houston. You should still go. A lot of crazy shit already announced for that one. Like I said, Los Angeles. What else am I doing this month? I don't have my list on me.
He's somewhere. He's everywhere.
I'm somewhere.
He's at the
Yo,
Taco Bell.
I'll definitely be at the Taco Bell. Absolutely be at the Taco Bell.
You're pulling it up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Taco Bell. Bringing up the app right now.
He's looking it up.
Where
So
are
give
we?
you
Where
guys like
are
all
we?
over the place. Well, today's the 2nd.
Yeah, who am I even? Yeah, I was supposed to be in Mexico. That's not
Yeah.
happening now. We'll circle back to that eventually. I have no idea. I have no idea where I am. There's another list. I have a short list on my phone. It's not on
That's
there.
okay. No
We haven't-
worries.
I live my life like 1 week at a time is like an overstatement.
Right.
It's like a 1 day at a time.
Right.
I'll like wake up on Wednesdays and I'll say, all right, where am I this weekend? Got to get it together. Yeah. And then Thursday I pack up.
And then you're
Sometimes I leave Thursday. Sometimes I leave Friday. Get home Monday or Tuesday.
busy
Rinse
man.
and repeat.
Busy man. But I can't thank you enough for coming and joining us on the podcast, giving us
Yeah,
an
glad to be here.
update.
It's
Been
a while.
Yeah, it has. Like, so I've been saying I wanted January really to be like my bring back month, but it just seems like sporadic that I've been bringing back a lot of people. But with you, I definitely wanted like 100%. I needed you to come back because there's always stuff to talk about with you.
Always stuff
So,
to talk about.
always.
The new menu items.
Yes.
They're bringing back the Mexican pizza, like that thing. Why do they even call it a Mexican pizza? It's not pizza. It's not Mexican. What is happening? I love it.
It's
They
food.
just,
It's just
you know what? Good.
can't deal. I can't deal.
It's just flat. They just think it's flat and round. It's a pizza. Brilliant.
It is
Brilliant.
what it is, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm really excited. Where's this? Alex will beat you and steal your girl at the same night. Damn,
Let's
smoke.
go.
Damn.
Take her to Taco Bell. That's good.
I love it. Too funny. I I put a tweet out a couple weeks ago at Hammerstein. It was funny because I ran into, the PW Ponderings. Shout out to those guys. I love them very much.
Yeah, shout out to PW Ponderings for
so
wrestling ponderings.
I love them. It was funny because I had saw Lewis earlier. We were talking outside, and then when I came downstairs with my friend April to the bathroom, and then I ran into Steve Scott and I was talking to him, and then he darted off to say hello to one of my other friends, and then when I turned around, we saw Lewis coming towards me and April, and then I turned over and I saw you. I was like, bye. And I split, and then I put a tweet out. I was like, I'm so sorry, Lewis. I was like, but you get it.
Night. Like we didn't even really get to say much.
Yeah.
We caught up briefly, and then man, it was a wild one.
Yeah,
but it seemed like everyone enjoyed it. You had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It's an experience, and that was one thing that I definitely I had put that tweet out too. That I was like, it's one thing watching from home, a lot of the shows, but to be there and be part of the vibe of it, is.
Did you go back and watch Hammerstein? Anything from it?
You know what? Like I was going through a lot through my phone because I took a lot of clips. And then of course I got shit from some people because they're like, oh, but you got Zane footage, you got Marcus Matters footage. Where's my foot? I'm like, Jesus, like, can I live in the moment?
Right. No, have your phone out at all times.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's hard. You're trying to clip
saucy.
You try to clip some stuff, and then you're trying to live in the moment. But it was really a fun experience.
I really liked it because I went back, of course, and watched a little bit of some stuff that I got stuck at the merch table. I was at the merch table, and we had an influx of visitors at the merch table right during Blake's match, and I was like, yes, but oh no,
it's hard. It's hard to try to grab everybody because I'm like, okay, like this person asked me to get a shirt downstairs that don't live in New York, that wasn't there. It's like, okay, I'll go back downstairs, and then it's like you miss something, but then it's like if you want to go do like meet and greets with some of your favorites, and
like the merch table was, I mean, like the section, the area that they had was like it was cool, but it wasn't like the most convenient just because the stairs.
And it's small. So, but still, I was just like randomly walking into people that I knew, or even like when we first were able to get into the building, I was just, and that was cool too. Is like I ran into a bunch of people that weren't on the show that were just like Matt Vertigo. I hadn't seen him in a while, so I like ran into him. So I was going as I saw Ninja Mac walking around and Shane Fair. It was nice. And again, like I always say, these shows, especially GCW, I feel like you meet a lot of people that come from all over the states to these shows. So, the other Tiffany, shout out to her, Arkansas Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yes, she always comes to the GCW shows. So I get to see her in Jersey. I got to see her in New York. So it brings us all together, which is a wonderful thing. So.
Have you ever seen that meme that says, it's like this lady, she's definitely, I don't know where she's from, but she's a foreign lady, and she's like looking at a map or whatever with her phone, and she's like, why is this called Kansas? But this is not called Arkansas, America. She's like real pissed. That's great.
Aw, so great. So tell everybody, Arkansas, tell everybody where they can follow you. If they're not, they better be following you if they're not already.
You can follow me everywhere. Just follow me to the end of Earth. Not that it's flat. I'm not one of those guys. But yeah, everything's like changed. WB kind of like scrapped my original handle on Twitter and Instagram. I was pretty hot about that. Uncool, man. So that's Alex Zayne Sauce, Instagram and Twitter. And then everything else should just be Alex Zayne. Yeah. Pretty easy to find. If you just Google Alex Zayne or search Alex Zayne on any platform. If I don't pop up, then shame on me for screaming, learn the internet earlier. Screaming at the clouds, learn the internet. And here I am, you can't find me. Just Google it. AlexZayne.com. There you go. Use that.
There you go.
There's a list. AlexZayne.com. AlexZayne.com.
Put it there. Get the merch. Buy the merch. Buy all the cool stuff.
Follow me
get
on
the pops.
Stuff.
Go bother Dave Cole. Shout out to Dave Cole. Go buy a pop of Alex Zayne. Like I said, I need an updated one now because you got
watch out for the sauces coming out soon.
Oh snap! Get it. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Don't hang up. Like we're gonna sign off here. But
I don't even know how to hang up.
He's staying here.
Learn the internet.
We're just
Skype, Tiffany. Damn it.
But But guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all your questions. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, Theo Ivory's coming on. I'm putting some more announcements for more interviews next week. So definitely follow the Indie Wrestling Corner as well. So you guys know the drill. Support Alex Zayne. Go give him some love. Go buy his merch. Bring him some Taco Bell.
Yeah, bring me some Taco Bell gift card form. It's fine with me. That way it doesn't get soggy. Let's go.
Yes, and all that fun stuff. So guys, stay safe. Support independent wrestling and